back, loves, to another fantastic video. This video was sent to me, I want to say months and months ago. It's been a hot minute. I completely ignored it. Well, kinda. I just forgot. So back in the day, there was this show called My Strange Addiction. What I would like to touch on is a video that somebody sent me, and I get this all the time. All the time. They're like, Neko, are you a furry? So I have this ongoing joke with a very close friend back in the day. I do not consider myself a furry, no matter how much evidence is against me. It's just an ongoing joke that me and this other person have that no one else on the planet will ever get. And I just find it hilarious. So do I consider myself a furry? No, I do not. Have I met people in the furry community? Yes, I have. I was a little off-put, as most people are. I was like, this is weird. They dress up like what? And they do what? It wasn't until I actually was like, you know what? I'm going to put my guard down. Let's see what's going on here. These people are some of the nicest people I have ever met in my life. They didn't like piss on me. They didn't do any of that. That's what people think they do. Is it cringy? Is it like, what is going on there? Yes, 100%. I still agree to this day that some things should be left behind doors, behind closed, locked doors. Let's go ahead and get this video going, guys. So this video is going to be on that show called My Strange Addiction. It's basically a girl named, I think it's Lauren. Let's see if this is cringe or based, or if it's so cringy it goes back to being based. Let's get this going.
My name is Lauren. I'm 19 years old.
Hello, Lauren.
I'm a college student.
Good for you. And you're a furry.
And I love to wear fursuits. When I wear gear in public, I definitely get a lot of weird looks.
In a strange sense, I can relate to this. When I go to like Comic-Cons or San Japan, wearing this stuff is like normal. Because you're surrounded by people who do this stuff for like a living. Lauren is obsessed with wearing fake animal ears, masks, paws, and tails. She admits to dressing as a furry every day. Dressing as a furry every single day and going out, she's hiding from something. And I can say that because when I started the whole Neko thing, I was doing that, I think, almost daily. I spiraled into this negative, horrible place where I didn't care anymore. I just wanted to end it all. This furry person kind of like took me to my first big anime convention and then introduced me to part of that community, and it was nothing but like positive and love, and everybody was like, dude, high five, hugs, all this cool stuff. And as soon as I came back to Idaho, I got the ears on my helmet, and I was doing that every single day because I was trying to escape a traumatic experience that happened to me, because it made me happy when I would go out on my motorcycle with my cat ears, paws, and a tail, and seeing the community happy, seeing people like waving at me, taking pictures, like, whoa, what's up, dude? Like, dude, that looks cool, blah, 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 pulling up to people in cars. Like I said, daily, because I was trying to run from something. But I could be wrong. Let's give Lauren the benefit of the doubt here.
Lauren's always been a real creative person. All of a sudden, one day she came and said, Mom, you want to give me some money so I can start buying some fur and making these suits.
That's awesome.
That's how it came to be.
This is my persona, Kira.
Kira.
This is my first persona.
It's light in Japanese.
She is a fox. Normally, I'm kind of shy, but Kira lets me bring out my more outgoing and talkative side. If I'm ever having a bad day, putting on the suit and just going out will definitely end the day on a good note.
I don't think the mom understands the potential there. These furries who make these fursuits make hundreds of thousands of dollars every year. Financial, my own business, or go work for somebody else and make them money and be miserable. I'm glad she found this instead of doing something illegal. So good on her, but let's keep going. Lauren was 13 when her father passed away, but I called it, like literally called it. She's obviously using this as a coping. So let's keep going.
When her dad died, that's when things started to go downhill for Lauren. After that, she became introverted. She barely slipped by in high school.
I became antisocial and shy.
Same.
And just really stayed in my shell. I just felt kind of lost after that.
I'm going to keep pausing this video because I can relate to this like crazy. Like I said, helmet confidence. I put that helmet on. I was now a different person. Is it healthy? No, it's not. Believe me when I say this, just because I ended up hurting a lot of people that meant dear to me. I'm just happy she's not going into drugs and stuff that's illegal. So let's keep going.
My first version of Kira.
Wow, that sucks. I'm just kidding.
She's kind of outdated. You can see it's kind of run down. The ears are flopping.
But still, that's fantastic.
Well. And
good on you.
What I'm working on now. This is my new updated version of Kira.
That is fantastic.
Same things, big ears.
That is freaking creative. Like, it drives me crazy when people see this stuff and they're like, oh my gosh, that's so blah, 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 blah. That's fantastic. Good on you, Lauren. Good on you.
Is very good at making the fursuits. She really does have a talent for this. What concerns me about the fursuits is Lauren is constantly working on them.
Good for her. What's the problem?
In the middle of the night, and I'll see her working on her fursuits.
Okay.
She'll half-heartedly look for a job.
The mom doesn't understand. Just because you don't understand something doesn't make it wrong. If the mom knew the potential, if the mom gave it a chance and was like, I want you to take me to one of these conventions. I want you to show me these fur makers. I want you to be open to it. I guarantee you the mom would be singing a different tone here. She would be like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. You're making these suits. You just sold that suit for like $4,000, $5,000, $6,000. Not attacking the mom. The mom just doesn't understand, which a lot of people don't understand the furry community. I sound like I'm trying to protect them like crazy. I promise I'm not. It's just that I've been around them. I know what their mindset is. Again, it all reverts back to that one thing where they're like, oh, they do this behind closed doors, and that's what makes it weird. But that's in every fandom. And we'll get to that. I guarantee you we will, because I know how these shows work. I've been making videos for like 9 years. I know how these shows work.
She's going to school just to pacify me.
What's she going to school for? May I ask that? May I ask what she's going to school for? I'm going to keep stopping this video, by the way. What is she going to school for? Is it a trade? Which is good. I love trades. Like I said, I need people to work on the power lines for me. I need that. We, as a society, as a community, we need that. Or is she going to like your standard college where she's going to pay $100,000, $200,000 and be in debt for the rest of her life, trying to pay that money back, and then looking for a job wherever she graduated in and got her degree in, but can't get that job. That happens everywhere. I see it. I see it all the time. So what is she going to school for? Because this right here is something that she's creating where she could be making enough and then teach others how to make these fursuits and start her own business, like a lot of these fursuit makers make. They make more money than it's just insane. Anyways, okay, let's keep going. I'm all over the place. I love it. I love this video. This is a great video. This is awesome. I love it. Let's keep going.
It's not uncommon that people who will wear these furry animal costumes
Uh-huh.
are really avoiding
Yep.
some major issues.
100%.
Their own
I agree.
Their own perceived inadequacy.
Yep.
And so they may be wanting to hide something about themselves.
100%.
Furry fandom is a very large community. It's full of people
massive.
who wear fursuits
Yes.
and who just love either creating them.
As much as I defend them, anytime I see a bunch of furries together, I'm kind of like, ugh. You know what I mean? Like, fandoms, they're fantastic people, but when they start getting into their character, I do make a face like I just smell piss. I'm like, ugh. I can't help it. But good on them for having fun. Some furries wear their suits while engaging in sexual activity. I knew this was coming. I'm so glad this came because now I can work into my segment here. Currently, Lauren does not. I guarantee you, she won't engage in that. When people say like, oh my gosh, the furries, they're so weird, and they do this sexual stuff. That is in every single fandom on the planet. I want you to think of your most basic e-girl that wears the cat ears and is always half naked with the pink wig. Would you not, if she were to come to your doorstep and knock on the door, dressed like that, and said, take me now, what would you do? If you saw, and you girls too, don't hide from me. Girls are to blame as well. If you saw Sebastian from Black Butler, a dude that looked just like that, I mean, tall, in shape and everything, and cosplaying that, whatever they do behind closed doors, as long as it's not in front of my face, or I don't have kids, but when I, decide to have children, as long as it's not around them, it's for them to see. I don't care what you do. Go do it behind closed doors because I'm into some weird shit myself. I'm no one to judge.
A darker side to the fandom.
That's weird. Okay, that's weird. Out in public, dressed like that, don't do that. Behind closed doors, yes, like this.
It does involve fetishes.
A person can get engrossed in this,
Yes.
and sometimes you don't really realize that you're on that road. And as a mom, that's what I think I'm here to stop.
Okay, Mom, then you better stop her from playing video games because they've done that. They've sexualized video games. You better stop her from listening to music because they've definitely sexualized that. That's all over the place. She can no longer like cars or motorcycles because they've sexualized that. Anime, cartoons, shows, everything, gone because they've everything, and I do mean literally almost everything has been sexualized in that way. I don't think Lauren's gonna partake in that stuff because gross.
Chris is my cousin. When my father passed away, he definitely became sort of a father figure to me. He thinks that the furry fandom is really weird.
We're in public. Keep that in the house. I'm not right or wrong.
Andrew's my little cousin, and he's 8 years old.
I know where they're going to go with this. Little kid is going to be attached to Lauren. He's going to think that this is the coolest thing. And the dad, being the dad, is, no, this is not man material. You can't do that.
Always begs me to make him one, but his dad really doesn't want him getting into something like this.
He thinks that they're the coolest things, and he wants one. And there is no way in hell Chris is going to let his son Andrew walk around with any fur, anything.
He's a kid!
It's a little ridiculous, especially in a public place. I think it's pretty out there. It's weird.
Okay, yes. Out in public! Yes, I agree. It's a little weird, but I can't judge because when I go out there dressed the way I'm dressed on my motorcycle, granted, I'm not like going into bowling alleys and stuff and bowling like, actually that's a lie. I've done that once with the helmet because it'd be funny, like with friends. Anyways, but then I took it off right away. What she's doing, she's not hurting anybody. The kid is a kid. He thinks today he wants to be the furry thing. Tomorrow he'll be Peter Pan. He's being a kid. He's got an imagination. If the kid thinks he's a freaking wolf for a day, let him be a wolf. And if he keeps going with it, let him keep going with it. Who cares? I guarantee you when he gets older, because kids are mean, he will get bullied out of that.
I'm pretty interested to see what a therapist has to say about this. And it's completely harmless. I don't think I'd be stopping anytime soon.
I love this. She is making it a point, Lauren, to go out and get professional help. I never did that. And look at me now. No, I'm just kidding. So she's on the path of is there something wrong with me? Blah, 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 blah. Which my own 2 cents. No, I think you're fine just the way you are, Lauren. You're very cute. You're in a community. You're creating these things where you can possibly make a whole business out of this and be financially free the rest of your life. Unless you want to, graduate with your degree, which is nothing wrong with that. And then going to a big business and making that big business owner millions of dollars while they toss you nickels. Because they weren't too afraid to follow their dream. I'm getting way off topic. Lauren, if you see this, hit me. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, good on her. Good on her for getting that professional. I love this video. This is so great.
For Lauren, the suit is definitely a way of coping.
100%.
It's a layer of protection. It's a barrier between herself.
100%. Yes.
Could you imagine going to a party or another social event without the suit?
It'd take a lot of guts, so no.
Promised you, if we were to look this chick up, that she would maybe still be in the fandom, but she'd be doing just fine. Something tells me that. I could be wrong. Maybe she's out there banging donkeys and stuff because that's what people think the furry fandom does. Using this as a coping mechanism is not the healthiest, but she's getting the help is the point I'm trying to make. I remember when I was doing this and coping with my helmet and going out, it was not healthy. Then I seeked professional help like this on why do I feel this way? And I want to be happy all the time, not just when I put on a helmet, right? Can you go to a party and do this without the fursuit? She said, no. I guarantee you if you were to ask her today, she'd be like, absolutely. Yeah, that's no problem. Because it's no problem for me. Lauren, you and I are on the same street. I'm just a few years behind you.
If I ever fail, I immediately beat myself down and I just quit whatever I'm doing.
Would you say that designing these costumes helps with that? Would you say that you feel a sense of, wow, look what
joy? Yes, look what I created. Look what I made with my bare
My
hands.
mom always puts it I'm good at what I want to do.
Yes.
She is working on these suits in a way that I'm not sure many people could say they're dedicated to anything.
Yes.
To the extent she is.
She's working on these suits, and this therapist is I've never seen anybody so dedicated to this. I cannot tell you how many people who start a business or get into they want to be a moto vlogger, or working out is a great example, where they start doing these things and quit cold turkey. Almost all of them. It's hard to stay dedicated on something that's can potentially give you something that's amazing in the future.
I don't see myself stopping being in the furry fandom or wearing my fursuits.
I hope not.
It's definitely a very rewarding experience for
Good.
me. And
Good for
I
you.
just love doing it, so I will definitely be continuing this.
Lauren is still engrossed in furry fandom. She was currently brainstorming her next fursona. It was on TLC. I thought it was MTV for some reason. As far as my own 2 cents on this, as a final thing, I don't think she's weird at all. She's definitely using this to cope with a traumatic experience, which I'd rather have her do this than go to alcohol or go to drugs or going to sleeping around with all these dudes. You know what I mean? And really like destroying and devastating her soul. No, she's doing something that has the potential to turn into a business where she can create this stuff and make hundreds of thousands of dollars every year. And she even draws like, the opportunities for her are limitless. Like, people pay big bucks for furry art. Awesome stuff. I absolutely love it. Lauren, if you ever watch this video, I am so proud of you. I will never judge you. If for some reason you're still doing this, if I ever see you, I will come up and give you the biggest crisp high five on the planet. Let me end it with this, and I'll try to not to make it too cringy, but as long as you're doing something that genuinely makes you happy, that's not illegal, that's not hurting anybody else or affecting them in their lives, keep doing you. Don't ever listen or don't ever live your life on the opinions of others, because you'll never be happy in life. Trust me on that one. But yeah, that's it. I love the video. Lauren, if you ever see this, stay awesome, man. Good on you for doing something so creative that nobody in this world could pretty much do, besides you and very few others. Okay, I'm done rambling. Awesome video. Until next time, guys, we'll see you later.